Little Shabba Ranks. I had a girl on hold in the break who I guess is going to Jamaica and said I was freaking her out. But I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, she said that she was going to Jamaica next week.
Yeah, I don't envy her right now.
And she's like, there's no block saying that we can't go. I said, well, you might go and you might never be able to come back. She's like, well, I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm like, all right, well, I'm in this, like,
that's sweet, funeral. But I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it might be beyond your control. Alan, my sister, is stuck in New Zealand, and they have no idea what they're going to do.
Oh, my God. That's so far away.
Yeah, it is. And that's what I'm saying. Like, traveling is fine, even if there are no restrictions. I don't want there to be a restriction placed while I'm gone.
I get what you're saying.
Out of the country.
I take it back. I was being dumb. Being like, just hang out on the beach, but then hang out. Go ahead.
Beach blind.
I was beach blind. That's my favorite thing in the world.
Why? Because you're a stupid beach.
I am a dumb beach.
Listen, we have been looking forward to just me and Gwen back in Jamaica. I mean, we were very much looking forward to it. But again, I don't want to, I'm just trying to do the right thing.
It makes sense.
And, so...
Did you already have flights booked and everything?
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know. It's still at the end of April. Things could change in the next couple
You're
weeks.
right. It could. I haven't heard anybody who knows what they're talking about say, this could be over in a couple of weeks.
I didn't say over, but...
I just don't know how it could last that long. Like, I don't understand how people could just be, like, out of work for that long. Like, this was nothing in compared to the government lockout is nothing compared to this. Like...
Yeah. This is going to have... far-reaching consequences in many different facets.
But I just remember how much people were hurting when the government shut down for, like, what was it, 2 weeks, a month or something like that? And people were like, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my house. This is...
I hope people focus. I hope whenever this ends, it puts a sharper focus on how we need to be ready for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to keep coming. There's just going to be something like this all the time. People will be like, oh, it's coronavirus season, or whatever. It's not this, it'll be something else.
Or fire.
I mean, just the flu, which is not this, but the flu that comes around every year.
I just don't understand how people were walking around, like, just in February. Like, they had New York Fashion Week, thousands of people around and celebrities and all that, and no one thought of coronavirus. I didn't even hear people about it.
Well, that's how quickly it moves, man. That's how fast stuff like this can happen. I sent Alan a text yesterday. I was like, not to get all end of the world on you, but I'm very grateful for this, because if I were still bartending and working the road, I'd be screwed right now. I'd be beyond, like...
You'd still be living in the basement.
Well, yeah, not even that, but it'd just be like, I never had any kind of a savings or anything, and it's very, very scary. But all you can do is kind of take the information as you get it and go one step at a time, you know?
You would have had to break out the knee pads.
Dude, I'd have had to do something. I'll tell you that much.
And also,
you would have had to have started selling pictures of your feet.
That's why I need to
doesn't
get a
have to get
pedicure.
to. He goes right to knee pads because that's how his brain
is more
works.
money, but
I
would assume
the feet pick thing. If you didn't start, it's like the coronavirus. If you didn't start 2 months ago, you're already way too behind. You're not going to get it going.
True.
But someone like Mary, who's got a following, you can't do it anonymously. You'd have to say, hey, these are my feet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to post pictures of my feet. Tell
you
people
say
they're
you
Marys.
have beautiful feet.
I do. Tell people they're Marys.
Just draw the tattoo on my foot. Draw with a Sharpie.
A side by side and let people, like, I'll remove the tattoo on your foot with Photoshop, and then we'll let people guess whose feet are who.
Well, then I'd have to.
Well, no,
take the
I'm sure
polish off.
that she has feminine feet. I'm saying for a man, I have beautiful feet.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're better than chick feet.
Right.
I'm not going that far. I'm not crazy.
It could be better than some chicks' feet.
Not all
They're
women's feet
absolutely
are gross,
better than some women's feet.
Some
yes.
women have real.
Some women got some real
busted-ass toes.
gunboats down there too.
Gunboat. Why did I think Battleship immediately? I was like, which one's the gunboat?
They do. They're like, I have to buy my shoes in wide. Oh, cool. All right.
Should do.
Tell you what, I'll drop you off.
What are those?
Hey, listen.
Made for walking.
Speaking of, there's always a silver lining. All right, there is always a silver lining. The news got out that ISIS has instituted a travel ban.
Oh my goodness.
That they don't want any of their people go steer clear of Europe. They've got the coronavirus.
So ISIS isn't hijacking anymore?
Not currently.
If they can't travel, they can't hijack.
What about ICE? Are they still deporting people?
Oh,
yeah, probably.
Yeah, they are.
That was another big part of this pandemic thing I'm watching on Netflix, is just what has been going on down at the border Now you throw coronavirus into that, and it's just going to be a friggin' nightmare.
Yeah, because
even more of one.
The people that are being deported, that works as like a quarantine area, right? Because they're already in cages.
I just
Like
love
the
But
it.
then they
old
always
people.
pass it around to everybody that's in quarantine.
I just love the notion that ISIS is telling its people, listen, you know how we normally blow ourselves up? We don't want to get the coronavirus.
Listen,
But if you have a scratchy throat,
Right.
please.
Stay
If you're
home.
coughing.
Sit this one out.
Yeah.
Is that a fever? Are you sweating?
Social distancing, please. Social distancing. Don't get your imam sick. The Al Naba newsletter, which is the ISIS newsletter. Hey, listen, they are a sophisticated group. People think they're sitting in caves. You know, Whitland Spears.
In cave.
They're not. You know what I mean? So they've got a newsletter, and they're telling their ISIS members to stay away from the land of the epidemic, to let this do its work in the West, and to stay out. Put trust in God and seek refuge in Him from illnesses, because that always works. But also cover your mouth when yawning and sneezing,
They're trusting that
is what it says.
They're trusting that we're going to off ourselves, is what they're thinking. Like, let the white America, do it to themselves.
Well, because they've had huge explosions in Iran.
Yeah, it's
of
terrible.
coronavirus. So, and I don't know what kind of foothold ISIS has there. Nevertheless, they're telling people, they're like, if you think you're sick, stay away from areas under ISIS control so that those people don't get sick. So there you go. We always do advertisements for podcasts that are on the iHeartRadio app. And I'm like, and they're all super niche-y. Like there's 8,000 of them, and in 18 months, 7,500 of them will go away. But I was like, imagine if you were doing a super niche-y podcast on the coronavirus. You just got hard talking viruses, and you've been doing this thing for a couple of years. Imagine that. And now all of a sudden, everybody's listening to your podcast because you're talking about the coronavirus.
Most of the new podcasts that are happening right now are coronavirus related. Like there's a bunch.
That's the real true crime.
Yeah, it really is.
Murdered by a virus.
But there's a ton of just medical podcasts that have made that pivot to coronavirus specifically.
Yeah.
So it's out there. But yeah, there's someone that's definitely blowing up. They're going viral.
The whole thing. But ISIS is telling their people, stay home. Don't risk it. Hey, Dick.
Hey,
How are you feeling?
ya?
Are you, how you doing, Dick? You're a man of advanced
I'm
years.
doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Everything's good considering.
I assume Lowe's isn't closed.
No.
Are you working?
Oh yeah. But the only bad thing about it is they closed all the restaurants and the
Restaurants.
schools. I won't have school.
Well, yeah, but I mean, but you're
for 1 month now.
but you're still. Are you still working?
Yes.
Yeah, you're working, so you're okay. Have they
Yeah,
said
the
anything?
only thing we worry about, I don't think the government's going to shut down an emergency place. I really don't.
Is Lowe's considered an emergency location?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. You mean where people can gather, or where you sell things people need in an emergency?
Oh, my gosh, it's been so crowded. You can't even... We've had shipments the last 3 days, guys.
Yeah.
Toilet paper, Lysol, and Clorox wipes.
I was in a Lowe's yesterday, and it wasn't that busy. I thought there were going to be a lot more people grabbing all that stuff, but I figure by now people have probably stocked up on that stuff.
Yeah.
But you're not. Are you a man in good health, Dick? I know we play
I'm
around
in
with you a
good
lot.
health. Oh, yeah, I don't have to worry. Yeah, I'm in good health.
All right. You're not concerned. What about your girlfriend? Is she still around?
Oh, yeah.
Is she concerned?
I don't do as much now. I just go up and get groceries and stuff. They say, I've been watching this press conference, but I'm sure lost without Cleveland sports. Hopefully that's going to come
Oh,
back.
God. What is Dick doing without sports?
I know. Hey, I was telling Poundcake we got a new member of the family, Bill and Erica. Chief. New cat. She's
Been here
2
for a
years
year.
old. And she's...
We've got a new member of the family, too, Dick. Mary Santora.
Oh, you do?
Dick, I've been on the show for over a year, man.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Did you think that every time we spoke I was Erica?
Yeah.
You did. You didn't know who you were talking to
Yeah.
for the last year. Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad you're on. I just wanted to brighten everybody's day and just tell them, I like the new cat and life will be good for me. I'm not going to complain.
You're not worried about the feline leukemia?
No.
What about the feline AIDS?
No.
What's the cat's name?
Chief.
Chief the cat.
Cheese.
Chief the cat.
Chief the cat. All right. And what kind of cat is it? I don't,
It's a Himalayan, and it's a Mancoon.
A Himalayan Mancoon.
That's racist.
Yes.
All right. And you like this? Where did you get it?
We got it from a pet adoption place.
So adopt, don't shop is your hashtag.
Yeah.
I believe
adopt,
Bill's
don't
is shop, don't adopt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill's a big shopper. And why did you get the cat? Was this at your girlfriend's behest?
Oh, somebody called about it and said that she needed a home, and we thought we'd go see it.
Oh, I see. You rescued.
Look at
You took
You're
it
a
in.
hero.
Yeah.
Took it in, yeah.
All right. Well, listen.
Does it concern you that cat will probably outlive you?
Yes, it will.
Right. All right. Well, stay safe out there, Dick. Okay.
Okay, good talking to you.
All right. There's Dick out there in
Licky, licky,
Dayton.
licky, boom, doom, down. Licky, 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 boom, doom, down.
Finally got to meet Mary.
Oh my god! Well, he called me Erica the last time he called in. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe he just messed up, and then he had no idea.
I think he's on autopilot.
Yeah.
If I were Dick, I'd be a lot more worried than he is. I know he's a glass half full kind of guy, but boy,
we can't do the Banjo Society, and
Yeah, we're-
the fans are really, really upset about it. But
Sure.
Sure, Erica.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I would imagine the Banjo Society might still be able to adhere to that whole no crowds over 50
You
thing.
think?
You think
the
they draw?
Kettering Banjo Society.
Oh, they draw.
55.
They
You
put up
think they're the
numbers.
right one?
They draw.
Yeah.
They're putting up numbers.
And
guess
those are
they
all
are.
high at-risk people that would go to see that.
Yeah. It'd be like a coronavirus nuke in that building.
Jeez.
Well, all right. There you go.
If you need something to lift your spirits today, though, AlanCoxShow.com, Alan Cox Show Instagram hotties.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, get those.
Did you guys
check
see
those out.
the
your spirits,
hottie
hang your
picture
pants.
that I showed you last night? You guys didn't like that? That didn't make the Alan Cox Show Instagram hottie.
What
stuff?
hottie picture?
The
That was
picture
the
that
picture
I
from
sent
a couple years
to
ago.
the group of me.
Of you and the fat picture of you? Fat Mare E?
So gross.
You're like a mutated version of yourself.
I saw that on my Facebook memories. My belly button outline was in the shirt. My
What were you
face
going
was all-
through?
I don't know. I was in a relationship at that point. So
That's
I don't
what
know.
it is. You let yourself go because you were in a
Oh,
relationship.
boy.
You knew you were getting cheated on. Let's be honest.
Okay, first of all, I was like
I'm kidding, I'm
3
kidding.
years before I found out I was getting cheated on. That picture was from 2014.
You're saying she was stress eating?
Oh my God. I didn't get cheated on until 2000. Well, I guess it was the following year.
You don't know.
Jesus Christ.
This comes from someone who ain't got no man, so just excuse me. I'm bitter.
He's mad that I was fat 6 years ago.
And you still had a man.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, the fat you 6 years ago had a boyfriend and I don't right now.
being
So
petty
you were
about-
getting cheated.
Well, that's every time I look at 600-pound life, I'm like, ain't nobody on that show single. And they got somebody washing and cleaning them and lifting up their rolls. And
Sure,
like,
that is true love.
Right, but
I'm
your
like,
standards
wow.
are very different than their standards.
it doesn't matter. Well, yeah, it does matter.
Yeah, it does matter.
Well, then gain 450 pounds and see if they
That's a
still
lot.
love you.
Just do it.
Yeah.
My fattest was like 180. I can't get that big. I don't think so.
I was like
you can.
160.
Just believe in yourself.
I'm too lazy to buy new clothes. That's why I would never get that big. 'Cause
No,
I'm
you
like,
still wear the same clothes.
I couldn't. When
You
I was
could.
when I was 180, like my pants were stretched. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting fat. This is what it's like to get fat. I've never experienced this before.
You know what I did? I got to the point where pregnant ladies do this, where you take a hair tie and put it
yeah.
around your button
Yeah.
and then connect it to the
wow.
like the hole, and then your pants are like 2 sizes bigger.
You start
Oh, wow.
I'm
you
dead
start wearing
serious.
maternity jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never did that, but I did get to the point where I had
Big
like
stretchy pocket
yeah.
in front. You had a big stretchy pocket.
Oh, I did. It was a bad. I'll post a picture on my Instagram at Mary Santora Comedy.
You're brave.
Did you see the ones I put up last night, like Tinder versus reality?
No, I didn't see
Oh my
those.
God, I'll
they're all up
repost
there,
it.
yeah.
It's a bad picture. Facebook Memories was like, hey, remember 6 years ago when you were a horrible, disgusting person? Here's a picture of that.
Oh, they never let you forget.
Ugh.
Crazy
Yeah, wait till you gain
trucker.
weight again, though, and you'll be like, oh, look how skinny, because, that you could yo-yo.
Shut up.
It could happen.
I'm
Crazy
not gonna yo-yo.
Crazy trucker Carl.
Yo,
What's going on, man?
not much. Just driving along burning some diesel.
Okay. How is it out there for you? Keeping it between the ditches?
Oh yeah, always.
All right. What else?
I'm not that crazy.
How's the trucking life in the midst of everything else that's going on? Better or worse?
Well, it's about the same.
Are the big line for the showers?
No, because basically, once you've done this for a while, you learn to hit the places where at the right times where everybody else is doing something else, like
Yeah, you hit the dead spots.
Yeah, you want to beat rush hour. I get you.
Well, yeah, I got to take 30 minutes off after 8 hours or in an 8-hour period. So, I generally knock out my shower while everybody else is still driving or eating lunch or something.
I got you. Where are you now?
Right now I'm in, what the hell? I forgot where I'm at now.
It's not that important.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a feel for the...
Whoa, let me look out the window.
Uh-huh.
Coronavirus.
No, I'm in Laurinburg, North Carolina.
All right. And you're headed north or south?
I'm heading up to the Eastern Shore of Maryland.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, pretty ride. Anyway, I wanted to get with you guys and maybe give, public service announcement or something.
Okay.
My mom was born during the Depression and was very crafty. And she and my father were both Marines. And when I was born, we basically we were dirt poor. I mean, back then, the service people were really poor people, man.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, whenever she'd go to the commissary, which would be like going to the Walmart nowadays, she would make sure she would scratch change together or whatever she could do. But every time she went there, she would buy something that she would put away in what she called her hard times locker.
Yep.
And it's not that hard to do, when you got a cart full of groceries to throw an extra pack of toilet paper or a couple extra packs of Clorox wipes or whatever, you don't even miss it. And if you keep it in a closet in your house, pretty soon you're going to have to get a new closet.
You're saying keep a hard times locker.
Of course, everybody should, because you never know what's going to happen. I mean, when the Depression hit, my grandmother had over $10 million in several different banks around the Richmond area, and she probably had $1 million in gold and silver and cash at home.
Yeah,
that she had stashed.
That's more than a hard times locker, Carl.
Well, yeah, but she was rich. But see, the thing is, when she went to go get her money, all the banks told her, sorry, Charlie, your money's gone.
Right.
And if it wasn't for her having that money at home, which was her part, I guess that would be a rich person kind of hard times locker. Our family probably wouldn't have gone much further past that point.
I understand. Well, stay safe out there, Carl.
Hey, no problem. And I'll tell you guys, everybody needs to kiss their local trucker, because believe me, if it wasn't for us, the whole world would stop. It would be the end of time.
So kiss your local trucker. All right, flash them or something when you're driving by.
Yeah, flash them.
Flash them. No kissing.
Truckers.
Right, just...
That needs to come back into style. Yeah, I don't ever get flashed anymore, man. Come on.
Come on, flash.
It would be a cool fad to start back up again. I'm down with that. Mm-hmm. You down with dudes doing it?
Yeah, of course. All right, thank you. There's Carl, the crazy trucker, who's out there in North Carolina on his way to Maryland. Let's give him a flash, ladies. Something, right?
They're doing the Lord's work.
Of course. He did say kiss a trucker, not piss off a trucker, right?
Yeah, kiss a trucker.
You don't
but
want,
I think flash him.
Yeah, flash him.
That's cool.
I have a feeling you'll know Carl when you see him. But even if it's just another guy hauling the big rigs, right? Could be hauling logs. He could be hauling fuel. He could be, who knows?
Toothpicks.
You
never know.
Could be hauling crude.
Gotta get things around.
All right, I got to break.
Move things around.
That's right. The Incarceration Festival is set for Mansfield, Ohio, back at the Reformatory, the weekend of July 10th. Let's hope that's going to happen. With Weezer and Limp Bizkit and Blink-182. So I'll have weekend passes for you coming back here.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio